Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amy. I go by Organized Hobbit here on YouTube as well as Instagram. It's nice to be back again. Today's video is just going to kind of be a little bit of a look-see into what I've been doing so far. I've been doing the whole bullet journal thing for a couple of weeks. This video is more or less that way going forward. I can see where my starting off point was once I started to figure out how I like to bullet journal. When I first posted it last time, it was more or less an introduction to the fact that I was going to be doing bullet journaling. This is kind of showing you now how I've started to set things up. I'm starting to actually build spreads and whatnot, so I'm very, very excited about that. And I kind of just want to do a little bit of an introduction to that, show you guys the tools that I've been using so far. I'm absolutely loving it. It's something I tried before in a non-Leuchtturm notebook, and I liked it, but I didn't get the full effect, I guess. I'm not one of those people that usually cares what kind of planner they're in. It doesn't have to be like this specific bullet journal. It didn't really matter before. But I think it's just because the paper and the way it behaves and the size and stuff, it's really what I prefer. I like using Moleskines a lot. I always have. So the fact that it isn't similar, but it is. It's got a very similar feel in terms of how the cover feels, the size, and everything. So it's definitely been right up my alley in terms of trying bullet journaling. And thankfully my sister was very kind enough to let me have hers because it didn't work out for her when she attempted it. So very excited to have her share with me. She did have some of the pages filled, so like I shared with you guys last time, I did take those out. I started at page 21, but this is more or less that way I could try it within the next few months. If I find this is something that I enjoy, I plan on purchasing myself a new one come January. So one of the biggest things that I've kind of discovered for myself, at least for now, is I don't really care about the contents page. And I know that might sound bad, but I am one of those people, like, I love flipping through planners like this. I love seeing my spreads. I love looking at them. And I don't have a problem with it. Anything that's important, like my daily page, I can get to it quickly just by, or weekly page, just by having my bookmark. So, but anyway, so I kind of just stopped utilizing these very quickly because I just more or less didn't really care. I'll apologize in advance if you guys hear my sniffles. I'm kind of feeling a little stuffed up today, so I apologize, but we will try to motor on. So, but the main pen, as you guys know from last time, that I'm using is the Uni Jetstream in 0.5. I am loving this pen. I don't enjoy felt tip pens for everyday writing, just because I tend to be a heavy-handed writer, and having felt tip pens, especially being left-handed, they smear, they can make a mess. It's been hard enough trying to make sure that I'm not making a mess when I'm doing my lines and stuff, so, but that's no big deal. I'm really enjoying using that pen anyway. It's one of my favorite pens, so that was fine with me. You guys saw this already, my Hello August page. I'm still using my Recollections pens. The one thing that I think is going to be changing is next month we are going to Michael's, and I think I am going to pick up the Bible journaling version, I think they're called. They're pretty well the same thing, except instead of the medium nib, you get a fine point. So this one is fairly thick. I did use that for this here, and unfortunately I'm finding out in using these, a lot of these have dried out very quickly, which is disappointing, but I'm not sure why, because they barely got used, so I'm not sure what happened there. Like, this here is very dried out, but I'm just going to test the marker to see which ones I need to replace. So again, you guys saw this already. The one addition is I threw a line dart on here, because no matter where I am, I don't want that to come off, I gotta be a little more gentle. It sits out, so I can easily see it on the corner there, so I can go to my month very quickly. And then this was just my weekly spread the first time. This was more or less me testing the waters. I don't really like these at all, but it's all a learning thing. I just threw my August faves here just to utilize this page. This was my saving for yourself. Doing it now, I wouldn't have done it this way, but it's all a learning thing, right? And then I can look back to spreads and stuff and find what I like, what I don't. This was last week, last week. So I didn't really do a whole lot with my first week with it in, or second week with it in, but I was really enjoying the vertical spread. This time I got a little bit of a more measurable understanding of how the what's the word I'm looking for, like how it's measured out, like how many dots up and down. But I did have some issue with my pen there, so. But I am enjoying using the Stabilos and the Michaels fine liners for these. So that's what's going on my main pages. And then these were my two very exciting spreads. I love these. So this is too clean or not too clean. So I did two little circles, one for my weekly, one for my monthly. And what I did was, this is again just testing, so it's why it's not so neat, I guess. I am using frictions to kind of mark this in, so that way the beginning of next month I can just, you know, get rid of it, use the eraser side and get rid of it, and I can put September. I mean, I could redo this every month, but for what it's worth, I didn't bother with it. I might do a different spread down the line, but I just wanted something that if I didn't want to do it again, I didn't have to. And this is my mood tracker, so I have it all broken down into the next month. I am doing morning and evening. I know a lot of people only do like their day overall, but I'm finding, especially lately, there's a lot of sporadic mood changes and stuff that I want to be aware of. So I'm trying to keep track of that. And the biggest thing I'm trying to keep track of is my productivity, which is why it's highlighted versus the other ones, because I don't want to, as important as my emotions and how I'm feeling and my mood is, I also need to know if I'm being productive or not. That is very important to me, because I found, especially lately, I've been feeling very down. I've been feeling very unable to handle a lot of things lately. There's been quite a few things that have been going on in my life, which, I mean, it is what it is, but this is something I'm hoping to help keep me a little bit more on track. So I put this little quote on here: even in the hardest day, if you can do just one thing, you have been productive. And I think that's important to look at, especially on days where I might have been frustrated or upset. You know, this week's actually been a fairly good week. I haven't felt upset or angry, annoyed or frustrated a couple of times, but I think just kind of looking back and seeing how my weeks are going, how my month is going, it'll be a kind of an eye-opener, because I've never really taken stock of that before. So, and the last week that I have in here is this one here, and I've just kind of marked it with this little magnetic bookmark. It's just this little one. I'm not 100% sure where it came. I got it from one of my planner friends, but so this week is when I started to utilize a stencil. And then I drew these little flowers up top. It always seems impossible until it's done. And then kind of broke up my chart again. I messed up on the lines a bit, but that's okay. I really like having like the top space decorated and then business at the bottom with a little quote to kind of take it off at the end. And I did utilize a little sticker here, so that I can film. Cross this off right now and right there. So the only thing I haven't done today is sweep, so that's pretty fantastic. And then I do have to put in my pay for the week. So, but the last spread I have in here is my video planning spread. I'm really liking this. I'm using the mild liners to kind of break down what's art and what's planning, because the two biggest things in my channel as well as on my Instagram is art and planning. So I have the videos and stuff that I want in here, and again, I'm utilizing a friction to put my videos for September, and I can then erase or whatnot. I think I'm going to kind of keep a video tracker on the next couple of pages, just to show, okay, so this is what I posted in September, this is what I posted in the next month, just to make sure when I'm looking back at my content, I'm not reposting things or posting things that are too similar, close together. Because like plan with me's and updates and stuff, I don't want to have those again too close. So that is basically it. I will share that this is the pen case I've been kind of utilizing right now. It's the Joann's one with the pouch, the two removable ones, and then the inserts here. But I just kind of decided that I don't know if that's really working, so I'm going to try something different. But I do have a small announcement, and I probably should have led the video with this. Myself and one of my favorite shops are actually doing a photo of the day challenge, and there will be details on my Instagram, but there is a giveaway being given by both of us, and it is a little bit of a surprise, so I'll share it when I post it on Instagram. But make sure that you follow me on Instagram, and then when I post on it, you can definitely follow her so that you guys can see. It's going to be very exciting. I can't wait to do it with you guys. This is kind of my first big giveaway photo of the day challenge, so please, please, please come and be involved. It would be fantastic. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Have a fantastic day, guys. Hopefully this video will be going up Friday or Saturday. We will find out. And yeah, bye guys.